Get going here, get going, because the game certainly ain't gonna beat itself. Because I don't expect this to be a super short title. Okay, so. We just gotta go west. New shenanigans. Once Danganronpa. You know, oddly enough, as much as Kata does like Danganronpa 1, he doesn't like Danganronpa 2. He hasn't played Danganronpa 3. I'm not sure if he'll like 3. I really liked it 3. But considering he didn't like 2, I remember having this conversation with him. I don't really know how he would feel about 3. Let's see. So Dicinia gets another vote, which leaves Dicinia currently in a tie for the top. Oh, and there's Carter, just as I figured. Yo, Carter, you get a Friday vote as well, so you can vote up one of the titles or add a title. It's up to thy, but you're welcome to add something. Ba, 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 ba. Add or vote up. Either way. Dicinia got one added, so it's currently tied as the next game, which, to be fair, like I said, this game is probably going to be a bit long, so I don't expect it to be anytime soon. Like, at best, I'm probably looking at 30 hours. Final Fantasy Dicinia for the PSP. Okay, so. We need to go to that western area. Honey! Ooh, 2 for Dicinia. Which means Dicinia is now the leading title. Not sure why. Oh, I love 3. Like, honestly, I say that every time, if you understand the history of Danganronpa and its sequels, you will understand why Danganronpa 3 ends the way it does then. Okay, we have it saved. It is now the highest title with 8. Now, I'm sure, like I said, this is going to be a while before we get to the next title, so that does leave lots of time for someone to change votes, so. Because, at best, I don't see this being any less than 30 hours, likely. And that's at best. But hey, welcome. Has anyone here, like, I know, Way played Fantasy Life, but I don't know if anyone else here has played Fantasy Life. So I gotta get through. No, that's where the cave was. I need to go further north here. Yeah, this is where I need to go. Uh-oh. Got some doofus with a request here. A quiz? Defeating enemies? I can take that. Take him months? That's pretty bad. What? You can't just magically change stuff. That's not how voting works. This isn't a wigged politician game. I played it but never finished it. What do you think of the children? Won't you think of the children and install age ratings so we can keep track of everyone's personal information and harvest it on third-party sites? Think of the children. What kind of monster are you that doesn't want to give up all your personal information on third-party harvesting sites that can be compromised and hacked and easily being gave out? I mean, seriously. I guess Dan doesn't want to be losing. Well, look at it this way, Dan. You'll have lots of time in the future to have the little struggled wastes. Because like I said, I don't see that, like, this... Let's assume I do this in 30 hours. Let's say this actually is straight out going to be me 30 hours. You know, I do about 4 to 6 hours on a stream day. So, we're looking at best probably, like, the first quarter of the year, if not probably the first half of the year, probably. So, you'll have plenty of time to do shenanigans along with everything else. What you got for sale? Nothing that I immediately want at the moment. Back to the grind. I don't think I died last time, so I'm not really sure what happens when you die, actually. I don't remember dying last time. How's it smell more western? How's that work? Oh no, it's a tough act. Boil eggs. Excellent. So what are you up to anyway, Carter? Have you, like, I don't know your familiarity with fantasy life. So you just here to check it out, or have you actually played it before? Time is all we have. Babu. So we can go through here to go somewhere else, it seems. A bounty clock? Kind of weird to have a bounty guy all the way out here just standing in the middle of nowhere. Looks like this is a considered a little towny area. Yoink. Just steal the crops. Don't mind me. Just being an item hoarder. This is why you don't offer free samples. Without you. I'm not sure, like, the only way I could imagine you could play this game, with, like, online, I imagine, would be using, like, the spoof, like, I know there's a service that spoofs, like, local play over the Wi-Fi. I think that's probably the only way to probably play this game online nowadays. Probably. Or do you mean, like, actually streaming it? We started last Friday. You gotta keep up, Way. You gotta keep up. You gotta be like, oh my goodness. He finished Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Woes, and my game is currently winning. Okay, yeah, you will fall into the stream then. Yeah. Didn't miss much. We got the stone, cracked it, and now we're just kind of rummaging around at the moment. Oh. Oh no. She's a vegetist. We need the activists to go protect radish lives. Hopefully. Because, I mean, sadly I'm stuck with it until I either wage quit or beat it. Must go kill radishes. A wild Elliot. Anyway, let's finish robbing this farm, and then I guess we'll try out some of the wildlife in this area. Plant. Everything must go. I guess if you have fishing, you can fish there probably. Okay, thanks for all the free stuff. Bye. Oh, wait, can I take that too? Yeah. So long, suckers! I wonder, I'm assuming time probably has to pass before, like, more crap shows up, probably. Assuming it respawns at all, actually, which, to be honest, I don't know if stuff does. I would imagine certain things respawn to some degree. Because then it probably makes, like, certain things kind of hard to do. Then, like, what if I sold all the item... Like, let's say I plucked all of this, somebody requested it, and then it doesn't respawn. Then how do you do the quest, right? What the hell? I can dodge? I got around here. I need to find some red wolves, which... Did we spawn? Okay, good. Good. So we need to find red radishes. Oh, I expected them to be wet, actually. Because of the name, but I guess not. They're just regular looking radishes. Whatever. Whoa. Hey, whoa. Easy there, buddy. Whoa. Somebody's eager to battle you. Whoa. He does it twice. Careful. Hey, whoa. Oh, and he can taunt. Yeah, that's not doing much more. Can try the water. Yeah, fire's doing more. I could certainly use a NPC about now. So out of curiosity, I've had one NPC join me temporarily. Is there gonna be like, ow, that fucking hurt. No, don't hit me again. Is there ever like a point where you can control when NPCs are in your party? Man, this guy's just consuming all my fucking MP. Don't remember? Yeah, cause like, you know, hopefully that's something sooner than later, because, I mean, it certainly would be really useful to get some people in me party. Man, that took a long time to fucking kill. Get you finished. The shitty thing is, you don't have any, like, actual melee thing you can do as a mage. Wait, does it actually... It looks like it regens faster if you put your weapon away. Maybe I'm just crazy. That's expensive. Deep fried lashes. Yeah, I'm assuming I can grab these. Yep. Let's see, what else? We got around here the Wob and Pill. The Grass Serpent. Definitely more of a pushover. Yeah, I'm assuming these wolves come out at night. See, there's a port to the west. Yeah. Come full of bliss. Snakes. A lot more pickable stuff over here. Still need to find a royal grasshopper. Yeah. Whoa, that's a big guy. Okay, they don't attack. Don't know about that big board though. I'm not risking it. Wait, what fight? Let's dance then, eh? Yeah, because having a melee fighter was really useful when they were in my party. So let's see what one of these guys are like. Yeah, so what? It's nighttime. Everything burns all the same. Yeah, I imagine getting items is a lot more simple with friends though. So let's see if there's any wolves out here, because he wanted us to go hunt down red wolves or something like that. The cow. And that looks like going on to another place. Is that a beetle ball? It's basically a dung beetle. I'm not seeing any wolves anywhere so far. Apparently these dung beetles come out at night. Ooh, he has a big egg. 600. I imagine I won't get that much money. Do you get EXP for doing quests? Because if you only get money, then like that would probably, because you don't. So far, I haven't gotten a lot of money from enemy drops. I know somebody wanted a big egg. Yeah, they're only offering 500 money. I do get a bronze dagger though. Got a bounty cloak heal. I could just steal somebody's meat. that's probably going somewhere else. Wow, demanding game, aren't you? Those plugs. Oops, a big beak egg. No, I need a big egg, not a beak egg. God damn it. I can't find the white kind of egg I need. So I would have to ask, Wei, how mandatory to change classes would you say the game is? I'm kind of curious how much, like... It's not that I won't try other classes, but I certainly don't want to really do everything, per se. Of course, then again, you know, I can also just level grind off screen, too, for some things, so... Oh, I'm assuming that's a bounty, because it's playing different music. Eh. Oh, holy shit, that hit hard. Too many jobs and I don't want to leave any behind. Well, I don't really want to level up a bajillion jobs, mainly. I don't usually enjoy doing crafting myself, so... Unless the feature is super, like, forced upon you, I don't really like doing crafting. I need, like, a sponge to take on these bounties. So I guess I need to head back to town and do all the butterfly crap, I guess. Snakes. Well, now I might see why that god said that it might take him months. This is that house. Butterfly. I'll just kidnap your fellow brethren. You don't mind, right? Let me get the beach over here. Not the same kind of crafting. And on the other hand, Dead Rising really doesn't force you to have to engage with its crafting system, really. And all you really have to do is just learn a few recipes that you like anyway. But yeah, crafting most simple, like... Basically, there's two sides of Dead Rising crafting. Do you want the simple things, like the nails and bat, which you'll usually find near each other? Say, like in Dead Rising 2, if I remember correctly, there's near the place you take the survivors, I believe there's nails and the bat, like always in that craft room. Like, there's stuff like that where it's just right by each other and you can just slap it together. Or is it the kind of thing like the wheelchair, machine gun, stuffed animal where you have to get those all in completely different areas and put it together? I don't know. Personally, I found a lot of the actually have to run around and get stuff usually were more humorous slash There were a few things you did, but a lot of the okay stuff you could usually find near each other. If you want way decent weapons, Crafting's a little mini game where you... It's really just finding shit for it is what I usually don't like about crafting. I'd say the two things that discourage me from liking crafting, like games that focus on crafting, or ones where you need to go find and get all the crap, and probably the bigger turn off, honestly, is you have no hints or anything. Like you gotta figure it all out from nothing. That's probably even the worst way to get me to hate a crafting system, is just like throw shit in a pot and figure it out. Hairdo. Do I look like I need a hairdo, madam? Now, like, doing stuff like mini games and stuff, that's not really an issue with me. It's just, I don't really like on purposely going to scrounge for crap a lot of times myself. Like, when it's clearly, like, where you know stuff is. Whoa. That is a big wash. Oh, and apparently it's wanted. Oh no. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. I got one target enough already. I don't need any more targets here. Ow. Come on, hit it. Okay, I need to find one of those bounty things. Oh, no, 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 no. Back off. Cause I gotta find out where the fuck. I think it was this way. Yeah. Like, I went... See, I can either go all the way back to town. I guess I might as well just go back to town, I guess. I gotta do the butterfly stuff anyway, so I guess why not? Wait. It's not that bad. Well, I mean, it's still early in the game, so I can't really comment on it. I haven't obviously even done any crafting. What was that? Oh, wood chopping. Yeah, I guess the bounty people, we show up. How many, like, can you carry more than one bounty? Because then, like, couldn't you just have this giant conga line of fucking so many bounties if they respawn? I guess that's why it's an option to grab them. You probably only can do one, I imagine, yeah. I don't really think you probably can do, but it'd be nice. It'd be a good way to get a bunch of money then. In a combative situation. Probably not. Does suck you can't win now. So I believe one of the requests was to go to a lab alley and some pet thing, I think. I wonder if there are loopholes. You know, there's nothing more fun than finding out, like, hey, look, I can craft this cheap item with stuff I can actually buy and sell it for more. Like, when I did the, Middle Max, We Both or whatever, Middle Max, Xeno We Both, or We... Was it We Both? I think it was We Both. Whatever the reimagined version of Xeno was. Like, there was actually a money fucking trick thing in there where you could buy, like, engines, then upgrade them and actually sell them for more money. Yeah, but I mean, usually in, like, an RPG or something, that's usually a get witch scheme, though. No comment. Not commenting at all. Okay. Let's see what this butterfly wanted. So, we want to go to the library. It's just outside the castle. So, that's the castle, so... Collins Hold... Library. Yeah. What you got? Musty level. Lord with knowledge. Also, Way, what do you think of the audio levels? It will a little bit lower the fourth stream. I think it should be a lot better this time. Why would a butterfly even know that? How do you get used to having... You think it's too low? See, that's always the tricky thing, is trying to get the volume to be lower than talking, but not louder than talking, which can be tricky depending on... Because, you know, you can have soft, lovely music, and all of a sudden have, like, loud, barbaric, like, combat music that's actually way louder, so it's really hard to get that right level, though. And then, of course, everyone has a subjective opinion on what's louder or lower, that... So, it's tricky to hit that sweet spot. And the thing is, when I do 3DS stuff, I can't use my computer to do a test because it's listening to the audio that's being fed into the computer. So, like, if I unmute my TV, it's actually playing the audio out on my computer. So I have to mute the TV, so I can only use my phone to do a actual little test thing. So it's a little extra tricky because the phone's not exactly the best example of, like, you know, listening it from your TV, if you know what I mean. If you think it's still a bit low, though, I can try toning up a little bit more if you think. Well, you know, when you're out walking, you know, when you're not, like, laid off like me and have the rest of the month off, you know. Somebody's gotta keep the country going, right? No worries. I'm sure next month things will either be going to 40 or probably ramping up. We'll see. I really hope them laying like half the people off for this month doesn't bite them in the ass though. Because I mean, personally, I think it's probably stupid. They're probably going to ramp up a lot of 60 hours needlessly when we could just work normal 40 hours throughout the month and probably, you know, less than that. But, you know, corporations and those short-term brain farts. No shortcuts unless you got Google AI to try haphazardly make you something. Honestly, I still don't get like people who watch or use AI crap for shit like that. Like, I'm sure, you know, everyone here has used Google search recently, and like, the first thing it shows you is the Google AI search, and then you scroll past that for the actual results for real research. Because, like, the good, like, I've seen that Google AI shit be, like, straight up fucking wrong. Like, honestly, I'm surprised they don't get sued for somebody getting poisoned or something, probably, by the fucking thing. There's a life outside these books. Well, there's always VR chat. You mean I could be a fake nerd like that one YouTuber guy? What was that dude's name even? I can't even remember. Let's see, oh, you mean browsers? Ooh, so many things going on. I'd like to go. I just hope it's not super, super long. Hopefully it's about 40 minutes to maybe not over an hour. That'd probably be good. If it gets there, then it's gonna be probably a little tricky, trippy. But yeah, I plan on at least initially going for it. Depending on how long it ends up, I may have to hop early or something. Hoping it's not more than an hour. Day or night? Babu. I need to buy that avatar too. So let's see what putting on specs are like. Yeah. So you can only have one accessory on. Well, and it's actually overall better. Man, I didn't think I couldn't get any dorpier looking. Man, yeah, I haven't thought about that guy in a long time. Like, back in the Anita Sarkeesian feminazi era of the internet, like, there was this one douchebag. Like, I can't remember the exact topic of the video. It was really stupid. Like, so stupid. I cannot remember what the subject of it was. But this guy made these stupid, you know, pseudo-intellectual type videos like, oh, I'm so much better and smarter than everyone, you little peon type people with that kind of attitude. And, like, somebody realized he's not wearing real glasses. And he even said in, like, a video that they're not real glasses. And then that became a big controversy because it's like, I don't know everyone who wears glasses in the audience, but I can tell you most people who wear glasses don't enjoy wearing glasses. If I didn't have to wear glasses, I would love not to wear glasses. You know, most of us are traumatized just growing up with the fucking things, because, like, at least in my time period, you know, you got picked on like fucking hell. I don't know if it's much of a thing these days to get picked for. But yeah, like, we don't wear glasses out of enjoyment. And like, and then this douchebag is wearing fake glasses that don't have any lenses in them to just look like he's an intellectual fucking douchebag. And yeah, a lot of people called him out on that. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Okay. See, the thing I wonder... So, do I ever get higher, like... Like, it doesn't seem to ever go higher than 100. Which is a bit disappointing. Because it would be, like... I guess I wonder if maybe at some point the cost goes down, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it is a pretty old game. I remember finding... I mentioned this last time, and I'll mention it again, like... I when this came out, I was GameStop dumpster diving. I remember finding a cardboard standee thing for this game. It's just it was a cylinder circular type one, not a complicated standee, but it was a standee for this game. Nevertheless, of that. Wow, that's a rarity. I don't think I've ever heard of a kid that wanted glasses. Like, most kids just scream, like, at least, again, back when I was young, and be like, no, I don't want glasses. Everyone's gonna pick on me. Again, I don't even know if that's much of a thing these days. In the Austria district. So, can you have pets in this? I'm not sure what district is the Austria district. Oh, well, that works. Well, now I know. One thing I like about VR... Ah, yes, my Index has those. I don't have them for my Quest, though. But my Index does have prescription lenses in them. So, Yes, that is a nice little thing, because I can tell you, as someone who used the index for like, I think a year and a half, maybe 2 years, with glasses on, what I did is I left, you know the little plastic things they leave on like smooth surfaces? I left those on the lenses so my glasses didn't scratch them, but they got so gunked up after so long that I was having so much trouble actually seeing on the white side, so I went and got the lenses. See, that's what happens when you're a cheap ass. Anyway, we looking for a pet shop. Pet bindle. So do pets fight for you, or are they just for aesthetics? Apparently they're just for the home then. Boo. I need combative pets. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. It definitely is. A freeloader? But yeah, I mean, lenses for your headset definitely make it a much more enjoyable experience and everything. Oh, really? Well, I mean, if they're free, I mean, you can't complain at all. I've tried, I think they... I tried to remember, I think they costed like... What, $60, $70, I think, when I got them? I mean, they weren't like super expensive, but... So, more context here. You're an insect, not an animal. I could have 3 pets? Oh. Really? Huh. A financial business transaction. I'm not sure why they didn't just do it themselves then. Oh my goodness, basic wallpaper. Oh my goodness, well, who really makes the floor green, to be honest? Do pets do anything at all, or are they just literally just for decoration at your house? Oh. Yeah, come back when you're a little happier. Okay. What else do you want me to check out? Butterfly. Oh no. Should better not be like trying to Tom Nook me. I have one of the cards left. Ooh. You didn't try to do that loophole thing that Chief Atlas Gamer tweeted out like several months ago? Assuming nobody gets screwed over in it, it was an interesting idea. Yeah, she's probably downstairs. So, okay, I'm trying to remember, was it with Amazon or Google, something? Like, there was a payment processing thing, I can't remember who it was through, but they were offering like a 20% back coupon thing for making a purchase, and when it initially started, you could do it multiple times, not just once. So, somebody figured out you could buy Steam credit with it. So, a bunch of people just spammed the living crap out of it, buying hundreds of Steam credit dollars. So, a bunch of people got like a 20% like refund on a multitude of transactions to get like 500, 600 Steam dollar credits, because apparently you can use Steam money towards BR stuff. Be honest, I was kind of tempted to try it, but I was kind of like, I don't know. I'm kind of worried because, you know, sometimes companies, you know, take back shit. Like, you know, sometimes you'll see something like, I remember that Biomutant game limited edition that got price ailed on Amazon. Sometimes they just let you, well, that was all bad. Enjoy your $150 collector's edition for $20. And other times they're like, no, here's a refund. So I wasn't really sure whether people were gonna really get away with it. But from what I understood, it seems like people got away with it, so. But yeah, I mean, assuming the 20% was like off of a $100 gift card-y type thing, so you know, you times that like 4, 5, 6 times, you know. To be fair, you know, that's a pretty good hand-mount money back to you. No, it was PayPal. That's who it was through. It was through PayPal. It was a PayPal deal. But yeah, after I think 3 or 4 days, they made it where it was limited to one transaction, so you couldn't do it multiple times anymore. But yeah, it was, you know, if it all works out, I mean, it's a pretty good strat to save some money on the Steam frame. Because I'm sure the Steam frame isn't going to be cheap. Like, there's always rumors about the Steam box thing being fucking possibly like $800 to $1,000 now, so yeah, like, I don't think it's gonna be working out in a cheap price way. Honestly though, like, if the reviews and stuff for the thing are pretty good when it comes out though, I'll probably get one. But I want to see what people have to say about, like, let the initial buyers do all the beta testing, of course. But yeah, if it ends up being pretty decent, like, I mean, it'll be nice to have a actual wireless headset that isn't limited like the Quest is. You're kicking me out. Oh, the butterfly had the same thing. And at least not in the real world, that's not true. They're looking for as much money. Gotta get more money. Well, until it comes out, who really knows? But yeah, I imagine like it'll probably be similar to the index in price, probably. But if it costs more than 1,000, it's definitely asking for a really niche audience then. Because I mean, thousands all the way a lot of fucking money. Wait, what? I don't know what's even going on with this late now. And it even has a SD slot for more storage if you need it. Nice, nice. Oh no, she went into Atticus mode. Ooh. I mean, to be fair, that's not really too much use for me, though, because I don't really do a lot of PC gaming. Let alone VR PC gaming, but... Which I still need to try my PlayStation 5 headset, Willie. Like, I bought it and I still haven't tried it. I really should do that this year for sure, because I've been wanting to play The Walking Dead Saints and Sinner 2, because I really enjoyed the first one. It was really good. Wait, last time she gave us candy, we got robbed. Well, I don't really have much interest in moving houses at the moment. Especially if it's further away from, like, the place to change job classes and that. That's kind of counterproductive. Okay. Power this, horse and... Oh no. I gotta go see those clowns. Oh, Lord. Let's go deal with the horses first. Because they probably move the story, the main actual story along, probably. So... that's over here, then. Wait, how's riding a horse a good walkout? I mean, you're not doing much walk. I mean, it's more walk than riding a bike, but... well, no, I guess in the sense of control, I mean, like, you're on a wild animal with its own brain, so, you know. I don't know. It's definitely not a walkout, for sure, though. Kinda shitty you have to have so much bliss, though. Okay, now to go check on the clowns. I'd say the bigger thing I'm kind of curious about with the Steam Flame, though, is whether it's going to be compatible with, like, trackers right out of the box or not. So it's, like, near the town center, didn't it? like trackles. You know, full body and that. Because the thing is, since it's going to be wireless, and it's apparently not going to use what it was called again, you know, the camera things. Since it's going to be its own self thing, it really brings up the question on how that's going to work exactly. Because unless the Steam frame is compatible with the old stuff, then I'm not really sure how it's going to work exactly then. But, you know, I'm not really, like, I have the easy tracking way of setting up with the index, so I never had to go through a lot of the headache that a lot of other tracker setups with other headsets also. Yeah, see, I don't know what it's like setting up with a... Oh, there are the clowns. Hey, a big egg. I needed that for a request. Sweet. I do have to wonder what happens if I killed Chompy instead. If the game actually made a completely different path for that. Or it just did some BS thing like, oh, you woke Chompy out of its weird evilness. Well, Index, I mean, you just slap the trackers on and then Cowboy. Like, to my understanding, for some other setups with other trackers and headsets, you have to, like, define which one, like, Elliot's setup is apparently, like, each tracker is set for individual limb, well, with the indexes, it just, like, oh, well, this one's attached to the leg, even though it wasn't attached to the leg last time, it's now the hip, so it'll be the hip this time, and that, like, Elliot has, like, his, like, individually, like, in order for each part. What's up with those? See, I have the ones TK gave me that, so I'm a dumbass when it comes to all the other trackers, so honestly. Cause with Steam's new headset moving away using cameras, the base station, that's what I was thinking. That's the term I'm thinking. With it moving away from base stations, that means the Index and older headsets are the only ones that are going to be really using them. So, like, honestly, at some point, I'm probably likely going to want to look into some of the trackers that don't use base stations, because that looks like that's going to be the future with them. Yeah, what was that? Too complicated to explain. That's fine. Is a sign of weirdness. The hip crackle equates. Wonder how that works with like signals and stuff though. Like signal interference from like other devices. What a bunch of weirdos. Well, I mean, you got Wi-Fi, you got the base, like, what do you call those things? The things that go with the Vive trackers that connect with USBs. And then you got wireless controllers, you got your phone. Like, I don't know what kind of interactions I have with, like, all those kind of devices. What about 3DSs? The wireless functionality of your 3DS? Who knows what'll happen? Everything will explode! Hey, well, we seem to be slightly out of stuff to do now, so I guess we go clock in, I guess. The Blitz thing feels like such a bizarre mechanic, honestly. So, let's see. We get more items. Oh, wait. So they can't? Like, wait. So, it says go on adventures with your pet. So, wait. I gotta shake you down for the information here. Do you get to... Do they help you participate in combat or not? Is it bullshitting me, though? Is it just making it like, the adventure of life? Wait, you thought you meant like fight monsters? Cause like, if they come out and help with combat, then I definitely would like to get a pet. Anything for party allies. Somebody take the damage. See, I probably want to eventually do that, but right now I'm not gonna worry about it because they don't have any well. Emotional support. I need emotional tanking. So they seriously don't do anything for combat at all? Disappointing. You don't know. Okay then. We're gonna slightly cheat. I'm gonna Google, you know, because you know I don't have online for, you know, extra ally material that way. So let's see. Fantasy life. Do pets help with combat? Game FAQs Fantasy Life. I haven't got a pet, wondering if it's worth it. Only very early or maybe mid-story, otherwise NPCs outclass them quickly. I personally like to take my pets when I'm going to mine or cut wood. I bring NPCs for boss fights. If nothing else, they're good for distracting enemies if you're a wizard. Oh wait, I guess I'll invest in a pet, thank you. I found my cat very helpful fighting. She can easily solo all the plane bounties, and most likely... Okay, so they do help in combat. Okay, so... It's been like a decade since I played. Oh my goodness, the excuses. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine. It's all good. Can't enable everything in the world. Can't enable everything in the world. Well, it says they can help with combat, and... Well, it might, you know, become not so useful later on once I get NPCs, but hey, right now I don't have NPCs, so you know what? Let's go for it. Get me pets. Give me a second, Neil. I'm gonna go get a pet first. So let's see. That was in the district to the right, wasn't it? A woof woof or paw paw? Let's go with a dog. That's a little bit more adventurous. Wei wants a cat? Well, I mean, it is Wei's choice, so if Wei'd rather have a cat, I mean, I guess who am I to argue? I am more of a cat person. Like, I like dogs. I'd say my biggest problem with dogs in a personal scale. Oh, really? Okay, well, I mean, I guess if you're thinking in a witch kind of way, yeah. I mean, that's fair. But, my problem with dogs is, at least in America, people do not train or treat their dogs anyway. They just fucking leave them like wild animals, fucking acting like pieces of shit everywhere. Like, I hate that. It's like, if you're not gonna take care of it, don't have a dog, don't have a kid, don't have anything. Anyway, We got white, black, and let's see. What kind of? I'm kind of stupid, so what's she? That'd be brownish black, a little white. Looks like mainly a black brown mixture. But I do like mixtures much more than just simple like solid color. It makes you look a little bit more unique. Oh, that's a lot more white, but still fine. Well, I think the appropriate name here is quite easy. Right? Yeah, let's see. What's the... I know exactly what we're going to do here. Yeah. Welcome to the quest. Inviting party members. Inviting others to join your party to go on adventuring with you. When you approach an available character, press X with in the lower right screen. X to open an Indian profile, and then press Y to have the character join your party. View info about party members. As your rank increases, more characters will become available to join your party. Take a variety of characters while joining. You can't recruit or remove party members during multiplayer or the main story. Characters may join and leave as the party as the story develops. Okay. Wahoo! So now we have a cat to join in our escapades. So now we're no longer alone. We have way to defend us from horrific and horrifyingly painful attacks. Exactly. So, loves to pounce on anything that moves. So, here's my question. See, they're level 4. Now, what I'm curious is, do they level up? Can I mess with Okio? And doesn't look like there's any option to mess with Gil. I don't know why it forces you to save. But you can't do that in the sequel. Something's evil looking. Okay, so looks like when you start a new thing. Oh wait. Oh no. Oh no, they're not in my party, are they? No, it won't let me put them in my party. Probably because some stupid's gonna happen out here, probably. That's not good. Alright, now can I recruit Way? No, it won't let me. I need party members. Party members! Sorry, I don't have cooking, so. Speaking of which, wait, what's this? I don't even know what to say to that. But yeah, we have the egg. The only thing is I don't remember who it was. Talk to Gramps to complete. So, I'm assuming it's this guy then. Oh, I did get EXP. Gave me 10 EXP, so you do get some. Ooh, 2,000, I can do that. Oh no. What happened to cat fight going on now? I don't even have furniture for you to claw up anyway. There is no furniture. The joke's on you. You're just in an attic with a cheapskate. Why couldn't he just tell us who wrote it then? No, how's they supposed to stand up against monsters for me then? They have to have a fighting chance. I don't think there's a lot of places you can even declaw these days. I know it used to be like a really like big thing for a while, and then it just kind of went to being non-existing. Oh no. So I'm assuming the princess is the one that sent us the note. Winged insects. That's strange. Meeting on cabbages or hay? Get the fuck out of here. This is a pouring political shit on hay. The kingdom will drown in hay supply if we don't do something. I mean, somebody's gotta tell us who the fuck this comes from. I don't know why the king would act like that if it was the princess, though. That seems kind of odd. Yes, you have touched a nerve. So I need to go down here, I'm assuming. Mean fish? I got a cat for that. Well, you're not doing a good job. Because, I mean, you just literally told me it was there. So, yeah. Not a good job. Ooh, chess. Did she just put some in the pie? What is this? Fucking some Breaking Bad jail break scene or something? Well, I guess that made that easy. Winnable gods have a weakness for baked goods. How did she even mail the letter, actually? It's the Gore Boy! Shocking absolutely no one. Now, why would he do that? And you're wondering if it's a stone, maybe. Lunchtime. Yeah, I don't see any of that functioning. So, ladle, ladle, my kingdom full ladle. Okay, so he's basically saying you. Where would I keep Outlaw Adol? Like how he doesn't question at all me going inside here. He's like, cool. The naughty little king, the little king and me, the little king has donkey ears. How to train your dog. Yeah, that didn't take too long. Soon we'll have our cat companion here soon, I hope. Hopefully. Unless the game, unless the game has, specific moments in the story where you can't have chosen companions you'd like to bring. But we need something to tie it down to, right? Alright, we're down, we're good. I will buy the wood kettle. I want to go get my cat. Let's see. Yeah, I think I had to go. Yeah, there. Anyway. Sadly, I'm not into crafting, so unless I can find one or something. I'm sure I'll try a little bit of all the jobs, I just don't know how much of them I do. Anyway, cat. Let's see if it'll let me recruit Way now. Damn it. Yeah, the game must have specific moments that, that sucks a bit. So basically, like, I can only really have the cat when there's not really any main, like, story type thing going on. That's a little, It kinda streaks me a little, but I guess what can you do?